Really coming. Okay, so Shreyas, your question.
Yes, sir. So basically, in the morning, I was going through the video of four individuals, the type of individuals who get into Dhamma. And I was going through the sutta also, 143. And so there was the next sutta, it basically talks about the fruits of the initiatives. So in that, it is explained that what are the initiatives. So it just says that the fruits of initiatives but not deeds, and there are four combinations like this. My doubt or question was, what is this initiative? Is this the initiative of getting into Dhamma and the Dhamma practices? And what are the deeds basically? And if the fruits, and what are the fruits? But then I thought like the fruits are basically what is mentioned in the Samannaphala Sutta. So I just wanted a clarification on that.
Then we will take it next time
Okay, sure.
because that will take a long talk
Sure,
rather
no
than
problem.
a short one.
Okay,
Okay,
sure.
so let's start. So I don't think so anybody is coming. So I will also switch off my light and have a very small light so that it brings in that calmness, and we can switch off the camera because that is not required, and you can relax, and we'll start. Any questions before we begin? So this is what we are going to do. Objective is to establish Brahma Vihara. That is, you should have that Cheto Vimukti. Once you have that Cheto Vimukti, oh, hi Avan.
Hello.
I didn't expect you being here. It's good.
Yes, my work, I got off work early today, so I was able to join my scene. So
Okay,
thought it was a
so
good
you
opportunity.
can also practice what we are trying to do for next 21 days, and whenever you can join.
Very good.
Okay, so what we are trying to achieve, why 21 is because 7 into 3, 21. We could have ended at 14. I just added another one more week extra. So the objective here is that we will establish the 4 Brahma Vihara in these 21 days. So first we are going to work on the morality, Sila. Then we establish Samadhi by watching the breath and getting into the first, second, third, fourth jhana. Okay, that we will do. And you will come to know that you have established it properly as indicated in the Samannaphala Sutta. So you will, when you say light, you know what is light and you will see light. So that is how it should be. Okay. Now the question that can come to my mind is that will I get it? Will I not get it? There is a sutta with relation to that, where Buddha talks about happiness and unhappiness. So there is it is Salaitana Vibhanga Sutta. In that sutta, he says what is renunciated unhappiness. The renunciate unhappiness is that he feels he might not be able to achieve. Others are able to achieve, but I might not able to achieve, or I am not able to achieve. So that is renunciate unhappiness. And renunciate happiness is that you are able to achieve. So I was telling Naveen before we started this call, is just like for office work or for earning a livelihood, how much effort we put, The same kind of effort we need to put for Dhamma. And if we are able to get job, if we are able to work, if you are able to get married, if you are able to get kids and all that, this also should be possible. So effort is the same, right? So there is virya, that is the effort or energy, what needs to be put in. Anyway, coming back. Once we establish the 4 Brahma Viharas, there is a way of entering into the 4th jhana. Once it is completely established, if you wish to come out of the body, it is possible, just like what is indicated in the Samanapala Sutta. So our reference is Samanapala Sutta. Verification is also Samanapala Sutta, and for that Indriya Bhavana has to be done. That we will be doing it together. So what all we'll be doing in the next 21 days, if we were to meet 2 hours every day. First 1 hour we will 2 sections. First section we will be looking at the precepts, and the second half an hour we'll look at the breath and calm the breath, just like what is there in the Masatipatthana Sutta. After that half an hour, we are going to reflect upon the beings as in samsara, looking at that you, I, everybody is a Gandhabha. That is just an outer, without any body. No imagination. So don't have to imagine. Don't make it like, transparent or white or whatever, or a ghost or whatever. Don't do anything. Just feel that this body is just a covering, which is true, because if you look at many suttas which talks about Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayu, what it really means is that you held it, now you are releasing it. So next 1 hour we will look at the body contemplation, and with that what happens in half an hour time from then, we'll be able to let go of the body feeling. Then we observe how beings get the body. That's all what we are going to do. As we progress on this, that is today we do this, and then we'll add Indriya, how to cut the Indriyas and all that. So over this 1 week, we should be able to establish in a much better way to demonstrate to ourselves, not to others, that how far have we reached. This also includes me. So I will also be doing, it's not that I will say and you guys do it. No, it is also required for me. So we will do it together, we'll journey together, and we will evaluate every week. After we close 7 days, till that time we don't have to discuss anything. You can note down your experiences, you can note down what is working, what is not working, and whenever you find time in the day, observe the breath, ensure that you are not breaking any precept. That's all what we need to do. Just like Naveen, I think Preeti also has attended. You have attended the Vipassana, you are not breaking the precept for 10 days. And you are not talking to anyone. That's the reason you cannot break the precept. In the same way, you have to do this. With knowledge that if you break it, you are going to lose the Brahma Vihara. So in any action you are doing, have that mindfulness or awareness or yonisa manasikara, and do the transaction. This is also applicable to me, not only to you. It's to me also, because I am still a Sekha, I am not an Arhat. So I am also a learner. So we are journeying together. Okay, so as you journey, I journey, and I will make a note of whatever is happening and however it is happening. Okay, and you make notes. What is working, what is not working, don't have to discuss. And when we meet from tomorrow, we don't have to discuss. We are straight away getting into the act. First half an hour, precept. Second half an hour, Anapana Sati, looking at the breath. The next half an hour, looking at the Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo. And next half an hour, how the beings come into this world. 4 into half an hour is 2 hours. Any questions before we begin? This is the scheme of things. No questions? We'll go into the act now. Right? Okay, so we can close our cameras because that is of no use. So, and we'll start. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddham saranam gacchami, Dhammam saranam gacchami, Sangham saranam gacchami, Dutiyampi buddham saranam gacchami, Dutiyampi dhammam saranam gacchami, Dutiyampi sangham saranam gacchami, Tatiyampi buddham saranam gacchami, Tatiyampi dhammam saranam gacchami, Tatiyampi sangham saranam gacchami, Sarnagamanam sampunnam. Now we are going to establish the precepts, and we need to know why are we establishing the precepts. Is because this, without these precepts, rebirth would be there. So in order to stop the rebirth, the purity has to be brought into consideration, and then it helps us to enter into the Brahma Vihara. And also, if we want to attempt the astral travel, and this is the primary thing. And in Samannapala Sutta, he starts with ethics or the sila to establish samadhi. So this is a prerequisite. Since we all are learners, so we have to ensure that the mind doesn't go out anywhere, and it is bound by the 5 precepts. We don't have to establish 8 precepts right now. 5 is sufficient. The first one is all the beings have pana, which is life force, and removal of the life force from any being is going to cause rebirth and will be a hindrance. So I shall refrain from doing that. So from today, I will not be taking any rod, or I would not be taking any kind of weapons. I would not be using my hand to beat anyone, including humans. nor I will harm any living being, because that is a hindrance. Now let's watch the pain the being goes when somebody is hit by someone, or there is physical abuse between humans, or when lynching or killing or mutating or anything like that is being undertaken. The amount of pain and agony. Let's watch for 5 minutes and refrain from injuring, hurting, or killing. Let's keep the body straight while we observe. Now we come to the second precept. Stealing creates bad rebirth and into a painful existence, because I need to give back what I have taken, which was not mine. So it creates a debt, a loan, which has to be repaid. Considering the pain, I need to take in this life, if caught, or in future lives to come, I will refrain from stealing anything that is not mine. Let us look at people who get caught red-handed while stealing, and how they undergo the torture. In this life itself. Stealing a name or a copyright, stealing songs, or stealing any property, money, position, will bring in so much of damage. Within this lifetime itself. I cannot justify these actions. So let us observe the pain one undergoes due to stealing. Just keep on observing the pain. You don't have to watch the breath or do anything. Just observe the pain one undergoes when injuring someone or killing someone or something, and how much the pain that person or the being undergoes. Can be a mosquito or an ant or whatever, to the biggest of the animals, or the fishes, or the frog, or the lizard, or any animal, reptile, and humans. The torture they have to undergo. Same way, look at the torture the person undergoes when he steals or she steals. And we can see the stealing in animals also, how much pain they undergo. So we can see that it's not worth it. Just observe. The next one is Celibacy Brahmacharya. This is a sure shot for rebirth. And one has to undergo the pain of growing up and earning for a living if born as a human, and be in anxiety all the time. Plus, the energy is going to get drained as much as one indulges in the sexual practice. Let's look at the pain one undergoes through prostate enlargement and other diseases, what one will get into, and the amount of loss. And the pain one undergoes, either being a female or a male, in this activity, which makes no sense. So from today, for the next 21 days, I will not indulge in any kind of practices where the seminal fluid is lost. And this is very much required for getting into the jhanas. Next one, I will not indulge in any drugs, alcohol, getting intoxicated with name and fame, or becoming heedless or careless. And always in a intoxication of one or the other, like in the case of workaholic. Now there is a pain associated with it of rebirth, and also turning into deep delusion. Hence I would refrain from drugs, alcohol, any other modifying substances, including caffeine, because it impedes the progress. So from tomorrow, I would refrain from having tea or coffee, aerated drinks, alcohol, drugs, intoxication by name and fame or any other, and being careless or reckless. I am establishing these precepts wherein for the next 21 days I won't have any one of these modifying agents. Look at the pain one undergoes due to acidity, burning sensation in the stomach, disturbance of sleep, disturbance in concentration, and this is one of the impeding factors for not able to attain the fourth jhana. So I am stopping it from today. Finally, telling lies on behalf of someone, on behalf of oneself, or on behalf of both has a very bad consequences. if caught, lands into a very bad embarrassment in this life where nobody will believe me what I am saying, and in future lives to come I would get into company where I have to get connected with people who tell lies or who do fraud or something like that, which is very painful. And lying creates hindrances, especially cannot establish beyond the second jhana. So there is no sukha, happiness, the third jhana. And hence I am refraining from telling lies or giving a statement which is half true, half false. From today, I will have control over my speech. Would not be doing harsh speech, would not be slandering, would not be blabbering this or that, apart from not telling lies. Where all of these four causes hindrance and rebirth. And also because of the speech problem, entering into Brahma Vihara is not possible. So I'll refrain from all the four today. There's so much of problem with speech. I can see how people get defamed because of their speech, how they lose their friends because of speech, how they lose respect because of speech, and how they while their time because of speech. They've been reckless, careless, and I don't want to be in that way, which not only hindrances the jhana but also becomes an hindrance in the Brahma Vihara. So I'll refrain from false speech. Now that I have established it, let me not break it. Let me take a pledge that for the next 21 days, I will be mindful, I would be aware, creating the necessary condition for sati. From morning till night, I will protect from breaking this sila, and I will establish it every day for the next 21 days. With that pledge, with that faith, with that conviction, Let us proceed on the Anapana, watching the in-breath and the out-breath. We're going to observe the breath touching the nostrils for the next 30 minutes. Don't have to contemplate on anything. And we are doing only samatha, we are not doing vipassana. So just watch the breath touching the nostrils, whichever nostril that is. We'll do for half an hour. Let's keep our body erect and start the practice. Let us move further into the dhatu. Let's take solid. This body, the hairs, head hairs, body hairs, nails, teeth, skin, flesh, sinews, bones, heart, lungs, kidney, brain, feces, or any other part which is solid, which has hardness. Now, if I look at it, the body I had in the beginning, infant state, is no longer there. And there is no way I can consider it as mine or can consider as myself, or it belongs to me, or it belonged to me. Including few minutes ago, because it keeps on dropping away. So much of hairs have gone and new hairs have come. So much of skin has changed. Teeth has changed. Nails have changed. Bones, the size of the heart, lungs, liver, intestine, feces, I cannot consider it to be mine, cannot consider that it is belonging to me, and cannot consider as myself. I can very well see when I go to a barber, when he cuts the hair, is no longer mine. On the head, what is there? When the cutting is being made, it doesn't say no to it. And another way is that I never asked for it to grow in the first place. So none of the body parts have sought my permission. Let us watch it for next 5 minutes on the hardness. When you're watching it, deeply contemplate on, this is not yours or mine, this doesn't belong to me, this I cannot say as myself. Now coming to Apo Dhatu, anything that is liquid, flowing, watery, like in the case of saliva, sweat, blood, urine, pus, or anything that is flowing in the body. It's not asking my permission. When the saliva flows down, when the urine flows down, doesn't seek my permission. And neither I am saying that sweat is mine when the sweat comes out. And nor I can say urine is mine when urine comes out. So let us deeply contemplate on anything that is flowing, watery, liquid, as this is not mine, this cannot belong to me, and this is not myself. Like urine is myself, sweat is myself, like that. Watch over it for some time. Now let us look at the Tejo. Anything that is hot, warm, that which can properly digest the food, anything that can be indicated as a temperature, is the heat dhatu or quality. This I cannot claim to be mine because it is there everywhere. Just like the liquid is there everywhere and solid is also there everywhere. So no one can claim that is mine. And neither I can say it belongs to me. And cannot consider as myself. I did not bring in the heat quality. I did not bring in the warmth. In fact, in various body parts, the amount of heat is totally different. If I touch my palm, the warmth is different than when I touch my feet, soles of the feet. When I touch my stomach region, it's totally different when I touch the forehead and top of the head. It's totally different than the place where I'm sitting. And hence cannot be mine or myself. And I cannot claim that it belongs to me. Let us watch it for a few minutes. Finally, let's come to the Vayu, air, in breath, out breath, circulation, air in the belly, air in the intestine, or anywhere there is a movement, like in the limbs, there would be air. There is nothing internal about this air. So I cannot call it as mine, cannot call it as belongs to me and myself. If I call breath as myself, when the out breath happens, then myself has gone out. When the breath goes in, myself goes in. Or if it were to belong to me, then how the out breath is happening? And if it were to be mine, then it should listen to me. Neither the Pathavi or the Apo, the Tejo or Vayu will listen to me. And hence it is not mine. Let's contemplate for some time. And since it is the first day, let's end for today. After this, Vayu. Okay, so let's end the session for today. If you want to share something, you can. Otherwise, we'll meet tomorrow. I will let you know the time. Maybe should be possible early, like 7:30, and we'll do till 9:30.
Okay. Just one thing I want to share.
Yeah, sure.
So when we contemplate on dhatu,
Mm-hmm.
any food, so I do, I've done vipassana. I do vipassana. So it is along with the sensations what we have learned. I mean,
Right,
what I have learned.
right.
So should I continue like that or just contemplate on the subject or the dhatu?
You have to contemplate on the subject, not the sensation. That what you have learnt or what we have learnt in the Goenka Vipassana is a good thing for to begin with. You need to go through the sensation, but now we can directly enter into the dhatu to see whether it can be mine or myself, and that in that
Okay.
in that way it will drop off that feeling that this is my body.
Right.
It will drop off.
Right. So now when we do Satipattan, all other, the body positions, like sitting, standing, whenever we have free time, like I do, I used to watch sensations.
Instead of
So
instead of that, you have to replace with this.
right now, that's all.
Yeah, so when I'm bending the body, it is not I who is bending the body. The body can bend. If it cannot bend, there's a pain, right? So I did not bring the pain.
Yes.
So when I'm yawning, it's not I who is yawning. The yawning is coming. And when I cough, it's not I am coughing. The cough is coming, like that. So we have to replace the I, which comes in everything, and see exactly what it is.
As it is.
As it
Okay.
is. So that becomes yathabhuta jnana.
Correct.
I have a question or something to share.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Owen.
When we do the Anapanasati, it's like the object of the breath is like relatively subtle compared to contemplation. So my mind gets really, I don't know if it was just the day or whatever, but I was feeling very drowsy. So I was doing a bit of walking, like very slowly while doing Anapanasati, and I was wondering if that would affect the efficiency of the meditation.
Yes, so when you feel drowsy, doing walking meditation and watching the breath is a very good thing to do. Okay, and another thing you can do is while you're doing sitting meditation and you're feeling yawning and you're feeling drowsy, you can take some few deep breaths and then it will stop. Sometimes because lack of oxygen also will bring in the drowsiness, and lack of sleep also can bring in the drowsiness. So it can be a combination of both. So I can take a deep breath and then watch the breath as it goes in, and how the breath is coming out.
Okay.
So, how many I need to take is around 5 or 6 deep breaths are sufficient to wake you up.
Thank you.
Yep.
Also, I have another question, if that's okay.
Sure, go ahead. Why not?
Um, in regards to this, I seen that you were posting about these references to out of body experiences in the Diganakaya, and you had done. I think you might have done a video on it, but anyways, I hadn't had the time. So, what is the benefit of attaining to those states of out of body experiences?
Oh, well, there was a question. So, can anybody attain like that? So, the two things we are trying to address, one is the Chetu Vimukti through the 4 Brahma Viharas, which is there in the Mahavedala Sutta, and that is a easier thing to do uh, for everyone. So that's the basic objective. And when we get that, if somebody wants to experience the astral travel, can also do that, because that is there in the Samanapala Sutta. So somebody would like to have that experience or see how it should be experienced, and they can do that. And that's not the major thing here. The major thing is the Chetu Vimukti, that is the release of the heart from all defilements.
Yes. Okay, so it's more of like a byproduct. I was a bit confused about why that would be
Yes. So
something that
yes.
wouldn't lead to dispassion. Sort of thing.
Absolutely. So if you look at the Samanapala Sutta, that is the fruits of ascetic life. In that, Buddha starts explaining what are the fruits of ascetic life, and then this section where after the samadhi is established, how a person can make his outer body like a shell and use the mental body to come out and go wherever he wants. And that's like an achievement or a byproduct of it, not the thing that we need to necessarily accomplish. But what needs to be accomplished is the release of the heart, as in Brahma Vihara, because that is what leads to anagami state. So that's the whole idea of doing it.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay, anyone else would like to speak? Okay, so if there are no other comments or anything to discuss, then let's end, and you can continue on the meditation, either on the breath or on the 4 dhatus, and ensure that we don't break the precepts from today till the 21 days are over. So let's remember that we shouldn't be breaking any of the precepts, and if broken, then in the evening when we meet up, we are again going to re-establish. So don't worry if you... Yes.
Yes, very good experience. Thank you so much. Namo Buddhaya, sir.
Namo Buddhaya. Thank you, Kalpana ji. So if it gets broken by whatever reason, don't feel guilty or hurt or anything like that, because that causes a negative emotion. We can re-establish it, but then try to bear it in mind as far as possible that we should not break the precept. Okay, so Aven, good day to you, and the remaining good night, and we'll meet tomorrow. Should be possible at 7 or maximum 7:30 India time, and I will let you know. Aven, if you cannot attend, and then recording would be there. And another thing I will be adding to this, what we have done, would be on the observing the senses and the sense objects. That would be for tomorrow. So you can just go to that section apart from doing whatever we are doing, in case you are not able to attend tomorrow.
Okay, yes, that is most likely. I won't be able to attend future, but I will
Yes.
practice via the recordings.
Yes, absolutely. So it would be the same plus an addition would be there, so you can go to that addition.
Great.
Okay, then good day and good night to everyone. Bye bye.
Yeah, good night.